Good morning, Mr. Brown. Please come in and have a seat. I understand that you wanted to speak with me about a legal problem that you are currently having.
Good morning, Miss Carter. Thank you for seeing me today. Yes, I have a problem with a person I used to do business with, and I am not sure what I should do about it.
That is all right. Please take your time and explain everything from the beginning. Tell me what happened, who was involved, and what you believe the problem is.
About 3 months ago, I started a small business with a friend of mine. We agreed to work together and share the money that we made from the business.
I see. Did you have any kind of written agreement between the two of you, or was your agreement only based on what you discussed with each other?
Unfortunately, we did not make a formal written agreement. We talked about everything and agreed on the important points, but we never signed a proper contract.
That is important information. Can you tell me exactly what you agreed to when you started the business?
We agreed that I would put most of the money into the business while he would manage the daily work and deal with customers.
And did you agree on how you would divide the profits?
Yes, we agreed that I would receive 60% of the profits and he would receive 40% because I was putting more money into the business.
Did you keep any records of the money that you gave to the business?
Yes, I did. I have bank statements, payment receipts, and some messages between us that show how much money I gave him.
That is very useful. Do you also have messages where you discussed the agreement about sharing the profits?
Yes, I have many messages on my phone. In some of them, we clearly talked about the business, the money, and the percentage that each of us would receive.
Good. Please do not delete or change any of those messages. Keep the original messages and make copies of anything that may be important.
I understand, but there is another problem that is making me very worried.
All right. Please tell me what happened.
Last week, my friend told me that he wanted to leave the business. I said that was fine, but I asked him to return the money that I had invested.
What did he say when you asked him to return your money?
He said that he did not have to return anything because the business had not made enough money yet.
Did he explain what happened to the money that you invested?
He said that most of the money was spent on business expenses, but I do not know whether that is true.
Did you ask him to show you the business records, receipts, or bank statements?
Yes, I asked him several times, but he became angry and told me that I did not trust him.
I understand why you are concerned. Do you have any reason to believe that he used the business money for his personal expenses?
I am not completely sure, but I saw some transactions that looked strange. There were several payments from the business account that I could not understand.
Do you have copies of those transactions?
Yes, I printed the bank statements yesterday, and I also saved digital copies on my computer.
Excellent. Please bring all of those documents to me. We need to look carefully at the dates, amounts, and reasons for those payments before we decide what to do next.
Do you think I can get my money back?
It may be possible, but I don't want to give you a definite answer before I examine all the evidence. Your messages, bank records, receipts, and any other documents may be very important.
I understand. I am mainly worried because I trusted this person, and now I feel that he may have taken advantage of me.
I understand how you feel. However, it is important that you remain calm and avoid sending angry messages or making threats. From now on, you should communicate with him carefully.
What should I say if he calls me?
You can listen to what he has to say, but don't make promises or agree to anything important before you speak with me.
What if he asks me to sign a document?
Do not sign anything until you have had an opportunity to read it carefully and get legal advice. A document that looks simple can sometimes contain terms that you do not expect.
I understand. I will be careful. Is there anything else I should do right now?
Yes. First, collect all the documents related to the business. Second, save your messages and emails. Third, make a list of all the money you paid and all the money you received from the business.
Should I also contact the bank?
If there are unusual transactions involving your account or a business account that you have legal access to, we may need to contact the bank. However, I want to understand the situation completely before I advise you to take that step.
That makes sense. I have another question.
What happens if my friend refuses to talk to me?
If he refuses to communicate with you, we may be able to send him a formal letter explaining your position and asking him to resolve the matter.
Would that letter be a legal complaint?
Not necessarily. It could simply be a formal request that clearly explains what you are asking for and gives him an opportunity to respond.
And what happens if he still refuses to pay me?
If we cannot solve the problem through communication, we can discuss the legal options available to you. Depending on the facts and the applicable law, that could include taking the matter to court.
I really hope we don't have to go to court. It sounds expensive and stressful.
I understand. Going to court is not always the first step. In many situations, it is better to try to reach a reasonable agreement before starting a legal case.
What would you recommend in my situation?
Based on what you have told me so far, I would recommend that we first organize the evidence and understand exactly how much money you invested, how much the business earned, and where the business money was spent.
How long will that take?
It depends on how complete your records are. If you bring everything together, I can review the important documents and then explain your options to you.
I have most of the documents at home. I can bring them tomorrow.
That would be helpful. Please bring your bank statements, receipts, business messages, emails, invoices, payment records, and any documents that you signed.
I will bring all of them. Should I bring my phone too?
Yes, especially if some important messages are still stored on your phone. Do not delete anything, even if you think it is not important.
All right, I will leave everything exactly as it is.
Good. There is one more thing I want you to remember. Do not try to secretly change documents, create new evidence, or ask someone to provide false information.
Of course not. I just want to get back what I honestly invested.
That is understandable. Our job is to present the facts clearly and use the evidence that is available.
I feel a little better after talking to you. I was very confused before I came here.
That is completely understandable. Legal problems can be stressful, especially when money and friendships are involved. The best thing you can do now is stay calm and keep good records.
Thank you. I will do that.
Before you leave, let me summarize what we discussed. You invested money in a business with your friend, you had an agreement about how the profits would be divided, and you now believe that some of the business money may have been used improperly.
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
You also have bank statements, receipts, messages, and other records that may help us understand what happened.
Yes, I have all of those things.
Good. Bring those documents to me tomorrow and we will review them carefully. After that, I can explain what options may be available to you.
Thank you very much, Miss Carter. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome, Mr. Brown. Remember, do not argue with your friend, do not threaten him, and do not sign anything without understanding it first.
I understand. I will be careful.
Good. We will take this one step at a time.
Thank you. I will see you tomorrow.
You're welcome. Have a good day, Mr. Brown.
You too, Miss Carter. Goodbye.
Goodbye.